Being authentic means you don't need to pretend. It's actually that simple when you're creating content on topics that matter to your audience and rooting this content in things you actually know about and believe in. And the beauty of this authentic approach is that when it's built on your real expertise, your real experience, it starts to flow rather than feeling forced. However, many business owners, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, they fall into the trap of chasing clicks, those quick wins or fast sales. But this approach often comes at the expense of authenticity because you're not letting engagement develop naturally. When you focus primarily on immediate conversions rather than providing genuine value, your audience picks up on it quickly. Just think about the last time you encountered content that felt more like a thinly veiled sales pitch rather than content that genuinely helped you solve a problem. Which one built more trust? Which one made you want to engage with that person's content again? You see, the real power of authentic content is in its ability to build relationships over time. And this is so important because not everyone in your audience is ready to become a customer right now. In fact, some people might engage with your content for months or even years before they're ready to purchase your services. But during that time, you're establishing yourself as a trusted resource they can count on. And this is key because your content serves multiple purposes: providing value, building your brand, and yes, of course, generating sales. But these aren't opposing forces. They're just different aspects of the same business ecosystem. The objective is to consistently build trust so that when potential customers need your services, you're the first person that comes to mind. To put this into practice, first focus on delivering value through your unique expertise. Stay firmly rooted in your actual experience and knowledge rather than trying to speak on topics outside of your wheelhouse. And when doing this, be sure to communicate in your natural style without overproducing or overthinking each piece of content. But most importantly, do not put on an act or play a character. Your audience is incredibly perceptive, and I promise you, they can spot inauthenticity right away. By this point, we all have engaged with so much content that we have a lot of reference points to compare against. By communicating in a genuine way, you're going to attract the right people who align with your approach. So be patient with this trust building process. Recognize that immediate sales shouldn't be the goal of every piece of content. Instead, you should focus on consistently delivering value that both demonstrates your expertise and builds relationships. So, to recap, authentic content means communicating topics that matter to your audience, rooting this content in your actual knowledge and experience, focusing on providing value rather than pushing sales, and be patient with the relationship building process. When you embrace this approach, being authentic online becomes much easier and much more enjoyable. You can simply be yourself, share your expertise, and trust that the right opportunities will naturally follow. As always, thank you for listening. And if you want to learn how to turn your expertise into consistent brand-aligned content, visit remotebrand.com to discover how I can help.